Hi, welcome to this reading vlog. I think the last one I did was in sometime last year. I'm pretty sure it was like that. I think around the same time as like when I'm filming this, so like around summer. So yeah, it's definitely been a while since I did one. So I did want to update you on what I'm currently reading and what I did finish for my last TBR. It's not that much. Really, for my last TBR, these are the books. I don't remember which books I was reading for my last TBR. I know it was Frankenstein, Shudder, Discovering Christian Witchcraft. Those are the only top 3 I remember. If there's more, I'm gonna put them right here. The only book that I did finish from this list was Discovering Christian Witchcraft. That one I did finish this year in January, and I rated it a 5 out of 5. This one I loved reading. It did take me a while to finish it just because it has a lot of information in it that I did take my time going through it. So like I would read like a chapter a week just to allow myself to process the information that was in that chapter. So it did take me a couple months to read it, and I did finish it in January. Hopefully by the time 2025 does end, I'll have more books finished, but that's the only book I finished so far. The other books I did put down because I got busy around January, February, March. I read them during summer, but then when November came, that's when I started slowing down my reading. And then in January, that is when I started picking up my reading again, and that's why I only finished one book that one. Towards the end of January, February, March, that's when I got busy again, and I haven't really picked up any books until I would say like around March, not March, May, June, till like right now. I decided I'm not gonna pick up any of those books that I was reading last year right now, and instead I'm gonna like start a new TBR. That's what I'm gonna share with you today right now. Unlike my last TBR, I am trying to keep it a little bit shorter than the last TBR. I have 2 physical copies right now, so I'm just gonna show you these since I already have them. And the first one is this one, Barnes & Noble copy of Edgar Allan Poe's writing. This one I did pick up to read within the last few days because I am going through it. I'm writing in it to try to pick out stuff in it that I like so I can do something Halloween related with it for my second Etsy shop. I'm not sure if I'm going to read the whole thing. I probably am actually. As you can see, I finished the first 2 pages, so that's something. I did read The Lake 2 and Sonnet to Sign It. So those are the 2 poems that I finished from him. And then the second physical one is a manga. It's Watakoe Love is Hard for Otaku. So that is what the second book I got. You can see that I did, I don't know what, I guess I would call it halfway. I'm like halfway through it. I picked this up more on a whim because I was getting my ghost spine out, and then I was like roaming around, so I saw this. It was a pre-owned book, so I got it because it was a little bit cheaper than getting a new copy. And this was something I also been wanting to like read for a while, so since I already saw it, I did decide to get it. This one is, I think, volume 1 and volume 2 together, and I love it so much so far. I'm really enjoying it. I did take a little break on it just because, like I said, I got busy, but I'm going to be reading it pretty soon. So yeah, this is the second book. And then the other book, so I am listening to Jane Eyre, which I'll put the YouTube video and who I'm listening to because I'm listening to it through a YouTube video. So that's what I'm doing. I'm reading. So I'm listening to Jane Eyre. I do have the book, which I just realized that I did. I have a Barnes & Noble letterbound book that I have. What I'm planning to do once I go back to listening to that audiobook is reading along with it since I already have the book. So that's what I'm doing, and that's the third thing I'm reading. And then the fourth thing is, actually I'm reading a lot more ebooks lately. So I have a couple that I am hovering between, but the main one that I was reading is The Practice of Poetry, Writing Exercises from Poets Who Teach, just because I wanted to read more poetry books. So, well, something to help me with like poetry. So that is what I decided to pick up too. I'm still kind of at the beginning. It's kind of just one of those books that I pick up whenever I'm not really doing anything, and I kind of just like read a little bit at a time basically. The third ebook that I'm reading is Somber Party by Lillian Y. Lewis. So that is another book that I'm reading. And then the other ebook that I was reading is Somber Woodlands Poetry, written by Felicia Rena. I am like really sorry. I'll put the title right here. I have yet another poetry ebook. It's The Poet's Companion. Basically all the ebooks I'm reading have to do with poetry in some form or another. It was going to be a small list, but it's not even that small of a list. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. That's what I was thinking about. I did buy a physical book. It's, I think, oh my god, I don't remember the title. I think it's When Angels and Demons Collide. I think that's what it is. The picture cover right here. That is another thing that I'm going to be reading, and I believe that's all the books I'm reading right now. I feel like there's something I'm missing. That is going to be my TBR. This time for sure I'm going to try to finish them.